the thing with a launch is you like big launches, but you don't want them too noisy and loud because the more people that are in, obviously, it lowers your odds of winning, right? Like I said, I think there was one part of that episode which I think probably kind of gets swept under the rug if people are watching it, and that's the key thing to marketing, which is.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the DM Recap Show. This is the recap for episode 10. If you haven't watched episode 10 yet, go ahead and do so. You'll enjoy it. But we're here with a star, as always, Mr. Vince Reed.
A longer drum roll. There we go.
And I'm Mike, head of production here at the DM.
The real star.
Well, thank you. As always, just here to facilitate.
You make it happen, Mike.
Just here to help make you look better on camera.
Yep. So, Mike.
Yeah.
How's OnlyFans working for you? How many dates you been on, man?
I didn't know you use OnlyFans to get dates.
Hey, you know me. I'm always trying to make $1. They can't get you for free.
But, you know, I've been thinking, like, should I get an OnlyFans? What would I put on OnlyFans?
Yes. DM producer looking for wife.
Who would subscribe? Who would subscribe?
I will.
I don't have OnlyFans, but that's the running joke. We'll keep it running. Or do I?
Guys,
I don't know.
Yet.
So we are going to dive into detail on episode 10, pretty much what wasn't talked about in episode 10 and anything in between. So, Vince.
Yes.
First off, how you doing today?
I'm good. I actually enjoyed it. You know, this was the first time I had not watched the episode until prior to the recap. Normally I get like a sneak preview.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I was really, really entertained, I must say.
Good to watch it fresh.
Got to watch it fresh. I enjoyed it.
We got some good laughs.
Yeah.
We were just watching it before this episode. So let's dive into it. First off, the competition, right?
It was fierce.
Right. Russell's.
Ferocious.
Russell's, it was for his book launch, right? His
Yes.
first book.
His first book, .com Secrets, yes.
You got the invitation. You pushed it aside. You thought, it wasn't anything like serious.
Right.
Until you actually got the message from him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because, the reason I didn't think it was from him was because the box came with, I believe, the corporation name on it. It didn't say his name or even ClickFunnels. So I just thought it was something else.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Until you actually got the direct message from him.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the 3 strategies or 3 methods that you had planned to win this event, because you wanted to go for gold. You want to go for the Ferrari, right? Mm-hmm. As everyone did in the competition.
Right.
What were those 3 things? Obviously we talk about it in the episode, but, well, first of all, why do you exploit your daughter?
Got to do what you got to do to win.
What?
Hey. Anything goes, Mike. I'm talking to Ferrari here.
Well, she had no say. She had no say in it.
Yeah, she never say so. By the way, I love the Russell Westbrook.
What?
I like that.
It's always a classic one.
Yeah.
But it was good though. Look, she's cute. You gotta work with what you got. Yeah. And it was done for the family, right?
Yeah,
it's all in the family.
Hey, it was, she was part of it. She's part of the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So you obviously that was step 1, right? That was a success. Step 2 was to do what you do best is
run ads. Yes. That's what I do best, Mike. And I had fun. So yeah, like I said, I think there was one part of that episode which I think probably kind of gets swept under the rug if people are watching it. And that's the key thing to marketing, which is you don't have to go find leads. You simply go where the leads already are. So many people start a business and they go, I got to go market. I got to go get customers. What you want to do is just step back, figure out who already has your customers, and then figure out a way to legally and ethically just get a small percentage of that traffic. So that's what I did. Books, there's a lot of people searching for books. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing about books is that, people that are highly successful, they read a lot. So they typically have money. So it just fell right in. And when they saw that it was free plus shipping, the sales just started popping. So yeah, I just found a list of the top 10. That's where it started. And then that started to convert. And then I just did another search, found another one, and then it got to like hundreds of book titles and authors. And I just set up a single ad, speaking directly to those people searching. As I think the ad said something like it was like top 3 business books for marketers or something like that, or for business owners, right? So I basically just sent them to like a page. It had a couple other books. Typically, the book they were searching for was one of them.
Yeah.
And then I'd have .com secrets as one of the other ones. So I had to make a specific page for each one.
Oh, I see.
So
like for each book.
Right.
Okay.
So for example, if you were looking up Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Right. So it'd be like top 3 business books. Then it would be, you'd go to this page, and then I'd have an image of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and a link to that. .com secrets number 2, and then this other one. And each page was that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
This is, if anybody could do this right now and make money, for sure.
It still work today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of people still do it.
Yeah. The thing is, you just have to be willing to do what the average person isn't willing to do. So I was willing to sit there and make a page and make an ad for each one of these books and each one of the authors.
I see.
So.
Okay. So you put in the work there. Obviously, that was successful. Now, step 3 was going live with Russell. And the key here was you wanted to get in as early for the live, live videos. The
live book tour.
Yeah, live book tour, I guess you'll call it, because it's not necessarily in person, but you want to go live with him, right? So how did you get to, you said like you were number 5?
Yeah, so I finished number 6, but
Well, I meant in like the lineup for the book tour.
Yeah, I was in the top 5 because what happened was when the launch started, he then decided that he was going to do this. And his whole analogy, which is so smart, this is what makes Russell, is that when people launch a book, right, you see them on every like news network, right, like a political book or something,
right? And
they're promoting their book. So he said, well, why don't I just do this for all the affiliates? So if you were one of the affiliates, and I don't know how many he chose, he sent out this like link to this thing where you could schedule him. So the second it came out, I just picked the first one.
Yeah.
And took that time slot.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was just quick to it.
Yeah. So that's key. Speed is key. And obviously being first there, so that way you can like spread it out to your audience and everything right away.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you said that he kind of didn't really switch it up, but like he added an extra element to the whole thing.
Yeah, so
it was like $100.
So I think this is why I didn't finish higher, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because once that happened, it brought a lot of other people in, and then people who I think sales just went crazy at that point.
Right.
The thing with the launch is you like big launches, but you don't want them too noisy and loud because the more people that are in, obviously, it lowers your odds of winning, right? So what he did was, as I watched the episode, these stories are like from years ago. So sometimes my memory isn't always 100% accurate. Yeah. So I think that it was $50, $20 or $50 for every free book you gave away.
Still though, that's pretty good.
But maybe it was more. I remember it was something crazy. Like no one understood how he was going to pay and afford this.
Right.
So, but there was no back end. So all you got was that first commission. So imagine if you go get a free play, all you have to pay for is shipping. I get $50 or $100.
Right.
That's what changed the whole landscape of this launch. Yeah. And he did this after all of my promotion. So I think had I had this offer in the beginning, I would have sold a lot more. Oh. You get what I'm saying? So this happened with like a few weeks left to the end of the launch.
Okay, it was like towards the end.
So I had already done the all of the ads, and to switch that messaging was going to be tough. So I had to kind of run with what I had. But other people were coming in fresh with this, just get this book. There were even people saying, I'll pay for your shipping. And then so what they were doing was, and this was smart.
Like other marketers.
Other marketers. I didn't have enough time to adjust it. And I'm like, whatever, I'm not going to do it. But other marketers were smart. And they were like, hey, here's a free plus shipping book. You buy it from me, I'll even pay for your shipping. Just send me the receipt. So when they got the $50 back, they took the $50. They didn't really care about it.
Yeah.
Would send the $10, so they'd make $40 or whatever.
Yeah, knowing they'll still make that margin.
Make it, right.
Okay.
So it was literally a no-brainer. So then you just saw all these new people coming, but I didn't have enough time to really structure all of the changes.
Yeah.
All I could do was pretty much announce that to my existing list.
Yeah.
But at that point, everybody already heard about that and had the book.
At that point, yeah. He was trying to make that extra push. But still, though, you make number 6.
Absolutely.
In the top 10, right?
It was cool. I mean, and trust me, everybody was in that launch.
Yeah.
Like most marketers that that are still around today promoted that book.
So you go to Vegas, obviously, for the mastermind.
Go to Vegas. That was fun.
Drove some Lambos, Ferraris. What else?
Lambos and Ferraris. Porsche? Yeah, man, I drove the Lambo, the Porsche, and Audi.
Yeah. How was that? Because you're saying like
so the Lambo is fast, man. The Lambo is fast, straight.
Yeah.
The Porsche handle is probably the best.
I wasn't
the R8 was just kind of light and clunky.
Yeah.
I I wasn't that impressed with the Audi.
So
Sorry, Audi.
Lambo was the best.
Lambo was the best.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have drove a Ferrari, but if you remember, I don't know if I told my Ferrari story. I've told you my Ferrari story.
Yeah.
I've been told that in the
that's
DM.
later down the line, right? Like
no. Remember I told you the Ferrari story?
Oh no, the Ferrari
my
story.
real estate days. I never told it on DM.
Mortgage.
Yeah. And when it so I didn't want to drive. So I didn't pick the Ferrari because this was after that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys one day the Ferrari story, but Mike knows
it's hilarious.
But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I didn't pick a Ferrari just because of that. I was like, I was mad at Ferrari.
So never again.
Yeah.
Just like Lambos from here on out.
Yep. Sure.
Okay, so obviously you have a good time with the mastermind. Then, I mean, what's a Vegas? What's a trip to Vegas without Mr. X? You know?
I know, it's crazy, man. And I know people probably like, this guy's like a party animal. I barely drink, by the way, just so you guys know. It's more just the experience. Honestly, like, it's one of the things I actually like the reaction like Mike will get, or like, you know, whoever's with me. I like to watch them, and I live through them because I can't do anything. I'm married, so.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to just like see you guys just experience these things at such a young age, so.
Right, because, you know, I said this before in a previous episode, but it was just like Vince would tell me these stories, and until we were able to go to a trip, like after a conference of him speaking and whatnot, obviously we meet with Mr. X, and we go through those whole experiences. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, the stories are real. The stories.
Yeah, he's
are
the
real.
GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And no, you can't use Mr. X. And no, I will never tell you who he is. Just so you know.
It's exclusive.
I'm being selfish and stingy.
I mean, can't blame you.
Yeah. Sorry,
Can't
guys.
blame you. All right. So, sorry. So you go to you get into like the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're the famous DJ Steve Aoki at the time, at the height. You get to be in the DJ booth with him.
It wasn't even. It was okay. So the DJ booth was behind.
How was that structured?
Okay, so if I can give you a visual, and by the way, those clips are real clips.
They are real clips.
So I found footage. So the footage you see of the lights and stuff, that's from that actual night. So just so you guys know. And they're always blown away that I have that footage. But
it's always good you get that footage.
Yeah. So like it was the DJ booth, and then there was this big VIP area. Mm. Like it was almost like a platform. And then there was another level off of the platform with everyone else.
Oh, so it's like
it was like three levels,
like layers.
But the DJ would come out and be in the VIP area.
Oh, okay.
But then he would go back up, and he was above everybody.
Oh, I see.
And then there was so it was three levels. So it was DJ, VIP, like platform.
Yeah.
Then below that was like the like crowd of people.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So you see Jermaine Dupri.
I saw Jermaine Dupri.
What other? You said you mentioned there was like some.
That's a true. Like that literally was happening.
He had a conversation.
He wasn't acting too cool. He was cool. He was actually. I was just we got to make the episode entertaining. But he was cool. He was just chilling. Most people are cool. Like they're just another human, right?
Right.
So if you're up there, they know that they're chill. They're like, if you got up here, you must be doing something right.
Exactly.
So it was good. And there was a lot of other celebrities up there.
Yeah.
Like everywhere. They were just.
So what year was this?
Oh man,
it was like.
It was maybe, let's see, probably
07?
A little later than that.
11.
No. I don't know.
Between like
go look at whatever Funnel Hacking Live one was.
Okay,
it was during that
Around
time.
That
so
time.
let's see. I think ClickFunnels is now like over a decade old, right?
10 years.
Right? So it's had to be at least 9 years ago.
So that was Funnel Hacking Live 1?
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Since 2014. Wow.
That's when that happened.
So that's, well, that goes to show, going from.
So it's my age.
Well, what I was going to say is when it comes to building a company, it's not overnight.
No.
I mean,
and people,
from
that's
that
so
point.
funny you say that. People just think these things happen overnight. Yeah, I remember like version 1 of ClickFunnels.
Yeah. And now it's $1 billion company.
Yeah. It's wild.
So you just got to put in the work.
Yep.
Long-term view. So that night was going well. The club was starting to get packed. You thought it was going to be an epic night until you get tapped on the shoulder and realize.
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke, man. I get tapped and someone says, I think something happened to your friend.
Uh-huh.
And I'm serious. I was literally talking to Jermaine Dupri. And it was like a group of people. We were just standing there.
Yeah.
And then like I started looking for him, and they're someone goes, I think he got kicked out or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what? Like, how do you get kicked out of this?
Right.
Like, and I look out there, and like they're escorting him out. And that's all you guys are gonna get until the next episode.
That's all you're gonna get until the next episode, which might be the season finale.
What? Little birdie told me.
Episode 11 of the DM might be the season finale, but that's why you got to keep watching. If you haven't been caught up with this, make sure to catch up. Go back to episode 1 to catch up on this season. And obviously, with that being said, thanks again for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Later.